Hello guys, welcome back to another Boom Beach video. So today I got stages 38 and 39, and oh my gosh guys, level stage 39 is so hard, and you guys will see a little later. I spent like 10 attacks on it, which is insane because it's like, wow, like you wouldn't expect 10 attacks, but 38 was pretty easy, so that makes up for both of them, and I think I took 38 out in like 30 tries, but you guys will see that here. And my riflemen right now, I have a few live attacks, I have a few not live attacks. Right now my riflemen are just owning, to just going through the map, and I decided to go with Ruka even though there are rocket launchers, because as soon as these rocket launchers go down, there's like no splash damage for the entire map until you get like really far back, so that's why I went with that. Otherwise, if I were to go with something like Hookah, as soon as I defeated the rocket launchers, all the boom cannons and cannons would just wreck me and I wouldn't be able to get far. So that's why I decided to go with Ruka, and I would just keep the rocket launchers at the front shocked, and I think it turned out very well. This first attack was amazing, and I don't have to worry about boom cannons and all of that jazz because they do one shot. And I kind of messed up because at this point I didn't have a lot of energy, but I did have energy, and I should have been shocking the machine guns instead of placing medkits, because I kind of forgot like how bad machine guns are actually. And anyway, that was that attack, and we are just going to be gymming up and doing a live attack. I literally have a minute and 40 boosts left, so I have to be quick here. And well, hopefully we'll be able to get this one in this try. So with scouting the base, I need to watch out for the machine guns. Those will tear me apart, but I think I forgot about them for a while. Anyway, we need to take out the rocket launchers in the back. The shock launcher in the front is going to be easy, but the rocket launchers here in the back need to be taken out. So I toss a couple barrages, couple artillery, was able to take out those. And then I will drop my Zookas first to let the Zookas get up far enough. Then I'm going to be dropping the riflemen so they stay close together so the damage isn't too far behind, or the DPS isn't too far behind. So I'm going to be trying to do a reflare here, getting him all in line, because when they are at the flags, guys, they spread out like crazy. I guess you could like place one, no you can't really, but it takes, I'm dropping critters to try to distract the shock launcher. It's just really hard to do, just to keep them in clumps. And as you see here, I kind of got distracted, and oh my gosh, these machine guns are wrecking my Zookas, and I need to drop a shock, and I think I do drop a shock, but nope, I drop a medkit instead. Shock would have been a lot more beneficial, but I do end up dropping a shock eventually, and my riflemen are just moving in, guys, and this is probably going to be the last one. No, there's probably going to be one more of these, and I am going to be putting together a compilation of all the stages together, just the winning attacks. So I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm hoping I'll be able to get up to stage like 42. I got 39, which is the hardest stage, so 42 looks pretty, Stage 40 looks pretty good, pretty easy. Anyway, my Zookas and riflemen are just wrecking the base. They are getting so much farther than I expected, and this attack was probably my best attack. There's not too many attacks I'm proud of. I know this whole Mega Crab thing it's weird posting so many videos at the beginning and then it kind of skims out over time, but I haven't, with finals this week, I haven't really had time to like just sit back and just record other videos instead of Mega Crab, because Mega Crab, basically how I do these is I record the attacks once I get them, or if I'm at school or I'm doing school, I will just do the attack then, and then when I get home I will record it. That's why some of these are live and some of these aren't live. Anyway, it's just like I can't and then I can't record any other videos because it's so complicated. Anyway, we're going to be taking out the rocket launchers into shock launchers, just wrecking them, gotta take them down, and as soon as these go down, I am using heavy Zuka this time instead of Ruka, because there were a bunch of mines at the front, and I just did not want to hit the mines. With Ruka, all my riflemen would die as soon as I hit the mines, but with heavy Zuka, my riflemen are actually pretty good. See, and look at that, they're going towards the flags, so they're not all staying in a clump. So if you drop a flare before you drop all the troops, they would stay in a better clump or something like that. So anyway, my Zukas are catching up to my my heavies are catching up to my Zukas. They're not quite up there, so that's why I did that flare up at the top, and then when they walk down, they'll be good. I am also dropping some critters to distract some of those buildings. The only really splash damage is the machine gun, so that's why I shot the machine gun then. I do want to try to save as many heavies as I can, so that's why I'm dropping shocks and trying to shock the doom cannon and the boom cannons, and I'm dropping critters. That's why I'm doing all that, and I just don't want to lose any, and I did lose like 2, which was very good, and that means I could just go straight into the next attack here. And here we go. We're going to be retraining these troops. We're going to be scouting the next base. This base is level 39. I have seen like a guy posted on the forums that he did this in 3 attacks, mega boosted attacks. I have no idea how someone is able to do this in 3 attacks. Like, it was just so hard for me. I don't know. I had a few fail attacks, and I honestly did not see all those, what are they called, shield generators until, like, the very end of some of the bases. I just, like, it didn't click for me, and those shield generators in the middle gave it, like, 3 million health on the HQ, so it definitely had to go down unless you had like 2. You would need pretty much 2 max Zuka attacks in order to take it, or maybe just 1 to take down 3 million health without anything hitting it. So it was just insane. So I go about this. I don't really want to retrain my troops, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to be boosting up my statues, and I'm not doing a mega boost. I'm just boosting up. I'm boosting up a lot. So anyway, let's view this and let's attack this space. And we are going to be taking down the critters. We're going to be dropping a heavy Zuka army, and the rocket launchers hopefully won't fire. That's why I dropped that flare there to get everything behind my Zukas. I'm going to get my heavies in front of my Zukas. There we go. We are just going to be moving into the base, taking it out. This first attack wasn't that bad. It's just so much DPS just gets dealt out, and it's so hard when there's like shield generators, rocket launchers, and boom cannons, because you can't like rocket launchers and boom cannons are the worst combination of any defense, because rocket launchers will take out all stuff that has riflemen in it, or heavies even for that matter, and then all Zukas would take out all heavies, or all tanks or something. Those boom cannons will just wreck them. So you have to get to this, find like a healthy balance between the two, and that's what makes these bases so hard. And they got a lot smarter. Like if you look at Colonel Gearhart or Colonel Gearhart, they just don't like make it hard enough, I would say. I think they could make it a lot harder. And I think all these Mega Crab stages helped me with that. I don't know, with Colonel Gearhart. I haven't attacked Colonel Gearhart in ages, though, because this update, always building up troops, and as soon as the troops are built, you have to attack because you have boosts on. So you really, and then your army dies also. You really haven't, you haven't been able to like have a lot of time to just take out other bases. But anyway, I'm taking out these critter containers. There we go. And I'm just trying to use the strategy I saw on the forums. This guy just flares around taking out high DPS buildings like doom cannons, and that's why I tried doing there. And it was a fail. I really didn't see the boom cannon or the doom cannon on the top, so that was just a fail. And that was pretty much like two-shotting my Scorchers with all the DPS boosts and stuff. So it was a pain. But overall, the second attack was pretty bad, honestly. And then I tried doing another reflare up, and it did not turn out well. I guess I could have placed like a smoke, but it honestly didn't go that well. So, it wasn't that bad. I did clear a lot with it, but it just wasn't the best of attacks. So here we go. We're going on again, and we are going to be scouting it. I'm going to try to be going from the left. It would be so much easier if there was a landing pad on the right-hand side. The right-hand side is so much easier, but you need to use so many flares to get around the base. And I guess it's the same amount of flares if you think about it. And maybe that would have been the smarter thing to do to avoid. But that would have been so much smarter. Why didn't I do that? There's like no high DPS on the right hand side until you get up to the HQ. You could have easily flanked the base. Oh my gosh. And then on the right hand side, there were rocket launchers, doom cannons. Wow, I don't know why I didn't see that before. But anyway, we're gonna be jumping onto this attack. I try using a different strategy. I'm using that one Scorcher just to tank the rocket launchers and the doom cannon. I mean the boom cannons. That's all I'm using that one Scorcher for. And then I'm just doing tank medic. I wanted to see how well it would work. I haven't seen anyone use it before. Maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm using like a torch with medic combination and not many Scorchers. But I mainly wanted that one Scorcher just to tank boom cannons and doom cannons. I know it's going to die later, but it's okay for me. It's not that big of a deal. And the medics are just for the rocket launchers because there are so many rocket launchers. It's just unfair, guys. It's just so unfair with all those rocket launchers just killing you and just destroying you and just blah, blah, blah. Anyway, my medics are going to start a medic healing party if I don't keep them in smoke. So that's why I would continually smoke those. And now that it's also to distract the shock launcher. Then the shock launcher won't stop my major force, which is my tanks. So it's going to stop my Scorcher instead, which is totally fine because Scorcher, that's what it's made for. So I would say that strategy is good if there are a lot of shock launchers, because you're like, if you look at Hookah or something, a shock launcher fires, chances are it's going to hit both heavies and Zookas. But if you look at this combination, the shock launcher is only going to be shocking the Scorcher. So all the other troops are fine. But you can see here that sometimes it'll shock a tank occasionally. But yes, that one Scorcher goes down, and now it's going to start getting hard. And I don't know, I don't remember what attack this was, but I took a break. It was like overnight, and then I woke up and I did a bunch more attacks or something like that. I don't know. I did like 2 more attacks every night. But anyway, this base is just so hard, and I don't know how anyone can do it with 3 attacks. You definitely have to go from the right hand side because the left hand side just so much DPS. Like you could use Scorchers on the right hand side, you would be able to clear so much because there's no like high DPS until the HQ. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It just looked, I'm not like a right hand side person that goes on the right side occasionally. Like I barely do go on the right hand side. But anyway, this one rocket launcher just wrecks. Anyway, so this is when I saw the shield generators and noticed actually how much health was on the HQ. So I was like, dang it, okay, so I wasted like 3 attacks to try to take those down, and I kept using heavy Zuka because that's honestly the best strategy here. Like, Scorchers and tanks, they just don't do high amounts of DPS. This one, each of these shield generators had about 75,000 health on them, which is like a mini HQ, so it does take a long time to take them down, and if you don't have heavy Zuka, it's just going to be a pain trying to take them down. Anyway, overall, this attack went well. I mean, I guess I could have tried flanking the base and just did like a time limit, but then I would need like 2 attacks to do that, and 1 more attack just to clear all the buildings around it. Anyway, so I wasn't, like, this strategy, I just barraged it. I didn't want to flank it. I guess I could have probably flanked it and got them all down, but I just decided to barrage them, try to take them all out. There is 1 left, which isn't going to be that big of an issue, but here we go. This is the last attack I did, and then I destroyed it. So this attack, I decided, okay, all the shield generators are done. I left this one for this attack, and then the next attack, I'll take out the last one with just 1 artillery. There's only like 600 health left, so this attack was just mainly used for just clearing the area around the HQ, so I could bring in my torch strategy or skank strategy, so I could just clear the map. Anyway, here we go. This is the very last attack I did. I was going to do this live. I was all set up, but I forgot to hit record. I was so mad. But anyway, we do take out that, and we are going to be taking out these critter containers in a minute. It takes me a little while to notice them, and it's going to give me a bunch of extra energy. So that's something to note. I only spent 5 energy, and I got 3, 6, 9, I got 18 energy out of it. So definitely worth doing that. You have to really look at that type of stuff and notice it. And anyway, we are flanking the base now. We are dropping our Scorchers. We are going up to the top hand side, and we are going to be coming down on the base and hopefully wrecking the base. I actually do wreck the base because you guys saw that. Anyway, so this attack was probably one of my best attacks. I used gank or torch, and the Scorchers are going to be taking out the buildings around the HQ, and the tanks are going to be taking out the HQ. So that's something nice about Scorchers. They'll go around the building instead of targeting it. And so if you have like a shock launcher behind the building, you use Skank, and the Scorchers will go behind the building. Anyway, the top guy has 60, is on stage 60. Oh my gosh, he's gonna break like 70 at the end of this. Anyway, this is going to be it for the video. There's no way I'm pushing for the top now. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. Hopefully next Mega Crab I will be able to push, and I'll be able to get, like, I know more about it now. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.